Hello, thank you for coming back for part two of this full moon and how the archangels are helping us. So let me share my screen again. As you know, Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel are the ones helping us. If you didn't see the first part of this video, it is mentioned in the show notes. So go and click that on. We were looking at this. And now we're looking at how to resolve tension between the moon and the sun that are opposite right now. So this is this lavender part with these black words behind it is part of the Wheel of 12 by Barbara Handclough in one of her books on multidimensionality, which I just read and taught about. And um, we maybe have something to announce about that too. So that'll be exciting. Um, Full moons are an opportunity to resolve dualities and polarization within us. Okay. So when we're looking at Aquarius, we're looking, the sun's in Aquarius, giving, Leo, creating. So here's Leo, creating and giving. So there seems to be like, really, there's opposites. So if you create a lot, like for years, I would journal a lot and not ever tell anybody about it or share it with anybody, right? So that's my creation. So I've been creating for like ever, but not sharing, not giving what I'm creating. There's a lot of also people that like to give, and then they're like, okay, what's next? I don't have anything else to give because they're not creating, or they just burn themselves out because they give so much. And so there's a balance between what am I creating from within my own being, from within my heart, those things that want to come out and be expressed in this world. What am I creating? That's what I'm giving, not like everybody else saying, oh, give me this, give me that, and giving. So I'm giving out to the world that which I'm creating from within my own being. That's what I came to Earth to give. So once you figure that one out, that's one of the things I help people with, is figuring out what in the world it is that I came to give in this age of Aquarius, with Pluto right there in Aquarius now, and the sun over here with Mercury about to leave. Would be a good time to ask Mercury, the planet of communication, what am I giving the world? Well, let's find out how we can have a space of creating visionary space for you so you can figure that out and give what you came here to give. So that offer is coming up. So we have a practice of opening into our deepest love to resolve the duality within us. And so this giving, creating duality, don't be on one side of it or the other side of it. Resolve these polarities and just do it. Okay. The center of your own light, shining my light while serving others. But it took me decades, but there we go. So we're stepping into the both and. Yeah, I'm a creator and a giver. So resolving from your own away from your own exterior circumstances. So let's just take a breath. Put your hands on your heart for a second and ask yourself, what am I creating from within myself right now? And what am I giving to the world? For me, the answer is obvious because I'm in the middle of a video, right? And previous to that, I was creating the video. But for you, what is it for you? So stop this and ask yourself that question. I take you on a very on a journey in a ceremony at the new moon. So stay tuned for that at the end of this presentation if you're interested in having somebody hold space for you while you step into this visionary, creative space. So stars help us a lot, and this is like a way of looking at some of the stars that are out there. So not only do the archangels support us, and they support us all the time, whether Jupiter's on them or not. I'll let you know that right now. But if you're not used to calling on archangels, this is a really good time because Jupiter's right on Archangel Michael. So we've got Shapley Attractor is a really strong cosmic point. Supergalactic Center, really strong point. Beta Centauri is this really fun star. There's a lot of connection with Beta Centauri, with unicorns and dragons and gnomes and fairies and all of these elementals. So this is the midheaven for if you're in San Diego or Playas del Cerrito, like I am. And this ascendant is for San Diego and Playas del Cerrito. So, and that might not be for you. And this vertex is based on these two. And so this isn't really for you. But what is for you is that we've got Lilith. Lilith is this incredible, she helps us see our karma. And when we can see it and we can see what's going on, then it's like, oh, I can open the door and step out into, it's like all of these doors open into a higher spiritual vision. And this is an overwhelmingly profound, deep way of visioning with the Shapley attractor. Okay, so you've got your Lilith with some power. What is it? You know, what are other times that I've had planets on this Shapley attractor that just boom were overwhelmingly and opened up the sky for me? And how did I deal with it then? And can I deal with this better now? I used to be so overwhelmed that I could not function. And you know, I used to go into depressions, but it's been 5 years since I've been in a depression because I learned how to use all these cosmic forces, and I learned how to heal all of my chakras so that I could actually receive the information coming from these cosmic forces. It's a lot of work, but hopefully it'll be easier for the coming generations. So Altar is Pluto has been on Altar for a long time. When it was at 29 degrees Capricorn, and now that it's at 2 degrees Aquarius, it was at 0 degrees Aquarius when it first came in for the next 19 years in November 19th. But it's now 2 degrees, Altar is at 2 degrees of Aquarius, and Pluto finally is hitting Altar exact. And it is this gorgeous, gorgeous star in the Aquila constellation, which is the eagle. And this star is at the mouth of the eagle. So if you want to soar and you want to tell everybody all about it, Pluto's right on that star. And boom. Shiat is the star I was talking about that Neptune is on right now. And this is Uranus, which is on Capulus. So Uranus is that point in this T-square between the sun and the moon. So Uranus, an unexpected change, is happening. So next we are looking, I want to show you, this is Archangel Michael's star, Aldebaran. That's how big our sun is compared to how big Aldebaran is. Okay, and then this is weird. Yeah, okay. So the Taurus constellation has Aldebaran right there, and the Pleiades right there, and Orion's belt right there. If we are going to look at the degrees in the zodiac, it's Archangel Michael's star Aldebaran is in Gemini. So it's showing you 10 degrees of Gemini. But in the sky, we go out there and we look at the Taurus constellation, and Aldebaran is in the eye of the bull. So that is powerful. So, and then there are four archangels that are the what used to be called thousands of years ago the fixed royal stars, and they used to be in fixed signs, and now they're all in mutable signs. And what that means is that life used to be pretty fixed. People would get married and stay married for 20 years, and they'd all die at 40. So, whatever. And that, people would do the job that their dad did and stay in the same village they grew up in. And so life was much more fixed. And now life is much more mutable. And I was talking about change in the part 1 video, and how change, we have to befriend change in this life. Otherwise, we try to take us and our progress and humanity backward, and it's not pretty when that happens. So we keep moving forward in our own lives, and if we look at what has been coming, what we did previously in our life, we use it as a way of learning. Um, Watch my video about spirals, because I talk about a whole spiral of learning that I went through with the North Node going into Pisces at various times in my life. And so there's like all of these different points where you can look back in cycles, and you can see, oh, during this cycle, I was like this. Oh, I was learning that. Oh, wow. Oh, now I get it. Oh, I was looking at all my North Node cycles recently, and that's when I realized, oh, I've been learning how to be a creative visionary this whole time, and I didn't know that's what I was doing. So it's kind of interesting. And this is a reason, if you haven't gone through your cycles of your important stars and your important planets, then get with an astrologer. I volunteer. So, but you choose who you resonate with in your heart. So here is Archangel Michael. Now, who's Archangel Michael? And so if we want to ask for help from Archangel Michael, he's overseeing this reading. Imagine that you are putting on this color. This is Archangel Michael's color, royal blue. Imagine you're putting on a royal blue cloak to get the protection of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael also is the throat chakra, and he's the sword of truth. You can cut away what no longer serves you. And here is another version of a card. We have this card with Archangel Michael saying that you are safe, and Archangel Michael doesn't look so much like a human with wings, but looks much more like light. Like this looks very much like his sword. When you don't know what to pray for, okay, you pray for clarity. You pray for, help me have the clarity of heart to open into what is next for me. So that's and this is from Alana Fairchild's deck, which I really like. So now let's look at our other archangel protector, which is Archangel Uriel, who tells us that you know what to do. It's all within you. Nobody on the outside can tell you what to do. It's all within you. And let's look at Aldebaran here. This is our sun way over here. This is Aldebaran, Betelgeuse, and Antares. Archangel Uriel's star is one of the biggest stars that we have in the Milky Way. So, woohoo. And Jupiter is opposite Antares, Archangel Uriel's star. And Antares is in the constellation of Scorpio if you go outside and look at the star. But if you're looking for the degrees of the zodiac, Antares is Sagittarius. It's 10 degrees Sagittarius. So it's kind of a little bit different. There's living sky, and there's a zodiac degrees. But right here, this is really, really this gorgeous Antares, powerful, powerful gateway star. And what does Archangel Uriel help us with? Wow. Yes, finding the treasure that is within our own soul. Powerful. So that we are not worried about external power and the changes with external power, but we are looking at the treasures from within our own heart. And that is where our true power lies, the center within us. And so Archangel Uriel is also helping us and overseeing this reading. His cloak is a golden cloak, and he helps us with the solar plexus chakra, which is I will, I am, I am going to do this. This is what I'm going to create. Okay, so the little I and the big I. Solar plexus chakra, which is like the sun. The sun isn't our solar plexus chakra. It's just up from our navel, the solar plexus chakra. And Archangel Uriel is telling us, shine your light, not somebody else's, shine your light. Anchor your light. Claim your power and your sovereignty. All of these things, really, really important. We go through that when I teach classes. I go through how to do this and how to connect with all of this. And again, this is a card from the Angelic Lightwork Oracle by Alana Fairchild. So this is really quick. If you want to read this, just stop this video and read it because I'm going to move really quick now. But this is a large camel crossing the desert. So we have self-reliance and we can depend on ourselves. We are learning how to rely on ourselves. Okay, so that's Leo at 24 degrees in 6 minutes. Now, what is Aquarius? Aquarius is the butterfly, the right wing, which is more perfectly formed. So then the left, so that's kind of interesting. So we are rising above emotion to attain spiritual wisdom. So we're rising above, oh, I'm afraid. I could lose a lot of money. What the heck's going on? Rising above the emotion to open the door into the spiritual wisdom that is happening at the same moment that all of this crazy is happening. So transforming emotionality into spiritual wisdom. And you do that by going within. So next, what are we doing? The new moon ceremony, which I highly recommend at this really incredibly powerful time, is happening on the 28th of February. It's a Friday, noon Pacific time. The actual new moon happens a little earlier in the day, but this is really powerful. And you know, I love these beautiful figure eights, these infinity symbols. And so if you know that we are going through periods where we are aware of many different sides, and we come into, right now we are at the full moon, which happens to be the center point of this particular graphic of the moon and her phases. Okay. So we know and we can see right now and in the next 2 days as we're experiencing the full moon, and we're going to look and see, okay, so now what's coming next for me and what am I moving into and what am I creating? You can also look at my last month's new moon ceremony if you want to move into what's being conceived within me now, because what was happening in the last cycle is still happening now, the 2 weeks later. So if you want to go back and do if you don't want to wait 2 weeks for this, go back and look at that video. So what is happening? What am I offering you guys right now? Join my new Patreon group. Woohoo! So, like a lot of YouTube creators, I decided I want to have um, more subscribers. And at our last New Moon ceremony, that was kind of like, oh, we're going to be public on YouTube. Well, I'm not going to have my camera on and I'm not going to share. And that's okay. And I realized that the people that are attracted to me at this time want to have some really private space so that only the 8 or 10 people that show up for these new moon ceremonies can actually hear anything that you want to say, not 1,000 subscribers on a public YouTube channel that went live. So we're changing that, and the new moon ceremony on the 28th will be the last one that goes live on YouTube. I will do like the part one that I did previously, and everybody will have that every month, whether you pay me any money or not. It'll be free on YouTube. But if you want the part where you're really going to open up and see within your own being, I was just told by some colleagues of mine that I am an galactic anchor for your creative vision born from within your heart. So I knew that this creative vision part for the last 2 months, basically. And I've known this for 5 years, that everything's born from within our own heart. But I didn't realize that I am a galactic anchor. And once we know how to anchor ourselves within our own heart, which is number one, and then number two, anchor ourselves into the core of the earth, which is grounding. And number three, anchor ourselves to the galactic center, which is what I do. I do it every morning for myself, and I hold that space for you. So interesting to realize that, you keep finding out more and more what I came here for. So find peace during these times of transition with a loving, supportive community. That's what Soul Portal Journeys community is going to be all about. Love and support of angels, support of the star beings, support of ascended masters. I like working with Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Yeshua, all these beings that are supporting us. Kuan Yin is supporting us right now. Green Tarot is supporting us. So there are a lot. Krishna and Radha are supporting us right now. There's a lot of support that we have as we're going through this part. So what are some details about this group? Well, we're going to have an information meeting about it. And it's going to be private sharing of the monthly new moon ceremonies, as I was saying. And that's going to happen on the third Monday, but whenever the new moon is. But on the third Monday, we're going to have one day a month dedicated to spiritual tools that we can use to help us and our nervous systems calm down and get into our harmonious hearts. And we're going to have meditations. I've been able to channel during meditations for a long time these angels and ascended masters and star beings. So we're just going to continue doing that. Seems to be working for people. And then being able to share in community. So we're going to have a free trial to see if you want this on the third Monday of February, which is February 17th, 2025. Okay. So if you're seeing this and this date's already passed, you can join my Patreon group. It's very affordable for lifetime with me and meditations and holding galactic anchoring space for you for $11.11 a month. 1111, that's an angel number. If you're seeing 1111s, the angels are saying, we're here, we're supporting you, we love you, all the things we need to hear right now. So we've got all of this going on. You're invited to be part of. Soul Portal Journeys community. I will have the links to join the Patreon group on February 17th. So if you're interested and you want to be part of it, if you want to check it out, you say, I don't know, I just saw this woman on YouTube. What do I know? You can come and listen to people that have been following me for 5 years. We've got one person that's going to be there that I've known for 20 years. So you just get, I'm not, this fly by night person. I'm just like everybody else, just doing the best I can. So I'm going to stop sharing this. And I will have information on the Zoom link to the information on my how to email me. Email me at hello@reneevarnador.com so that you can get the Zoom link. Because right now I'm sending this out to my email list and my people in my Facebook group. But I'm going to be doing less and less on Facebook and more on Patreon. So come to this if you're interested. If you're brand new and you're just seeing me for the first time, or you just saw me last month, email me at hello@reneevarnador.com and I'll get you the link to this 1-day free trial. And I'll get you a link, and then you can still, this will be the last, February 28th will be the last new moon ceremony that's public. Okay. And I have a little secret. Right after the public, I turn off YouTube and the public goes bye-bye. Whoever's there, like the 10 people that are there, we will then be able to do some sharing. So that's what we did last time. We'll just have some private sharing after the video, but that'll be fun. So I'm just loving holding space for you guys during this time. I can see what's happening, and I can see that we've got a powerful, really incredible year of new and change this year. And I'm here to help you through it. Love and blessings to all of you guys. hello@reneevarnador.com. There's my name, Renee Varnador. hello@reneevarnador.com. There's links in the show notes. Press it, like the video, subscribe. Okay. See you soon. Bye-bye.